a whore and a Scotsman dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean. My Providence, impoverished and squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar. The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of a trading charter, and every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter. Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain. Put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain. Well, the word got around, they said this kid is insane, man. Took up a collection just to send him to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton, and there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait. When he was 10, his father split, full of it, debt-ridden. 2 years later, see Alex and his mother bedridden, half dead, sitting in their own sick, the sense thick. And Alex got better, but his mother went quick. Moved in with a cousin, the cousin committed suicide. Left him with nothing but ruined pride, something new inside. Voice saying, Alex, you gotta fend for yourself. He started retreating and reading every treatise on the shelf. There wasn't nothing left to do for someone less astute. He would have been dead and destitute without a sense of restitution. Started working, cooking for his late mother's landlord, trading sugar cane and rum and all the things he can't afford. Scanning for every book he can get his hands on, planning for the future. See him now as he stands on the bow of the ship, headed for a new land. In New York, you can be a new man. In New York, you can be a new man. In New York, you can be a new man. In New York, you can be a new man. In New York, just you Alexander Hamilton, I'm waiting in the wings for you. Waiting in the wings, you never backed up, you never hesitate your time. Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton, America sings for you. Will they know what you overcame? Will they know you wrote the game? The world will never be the same. Oh, the ship is in the harbor now. See if you can calculate. Another little Greek coming up from the bottom. His enemies destroyed his rep. America forgot him. We fought with him. Me, I died for him. Me, I trusted him. Me, I loved him. And me, I'm the damn fool that shot him, shot him, shot him. There's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. 1776. New York City. Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir? That depends. Who's asking? Oh, well, sure, sir. I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you. I'm getting nervous, sir. I heard your name at Princeton. I'm seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, I may have punched him. It's a blur, sir. He handles the financials. You punched the bursar. Yes, I wanted to do what you did, graduate into and join the revolution. You looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast? It was my parents' dying wish before they passed. You're an orphan. Of course, I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war. Then we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for. Can I buy you a drink? That would be nice. While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less. What? Smile more. Ha! Don't let them know what you're against. you gonna do? Trying to hold these truths to be self-evident. We're holding on created equal. And where I need Thomas Jefferson, I'm a compelling to include women in the sequel. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening and hunting, and we just happen to be the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Because I believe in common sense by Thomas Paine. So little thing that I'm Tennessee London. You want a revolution? I want a revolution. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident. We're all created equal. Look around, look around, look around. We are to be alive right now. History is happening and hunting, and we just happen to be the greatest city in the world. The greatest city in the world. Angelica, and Eliza, and Penny, the Schuyler Sisters. We're looking for a night at My name is Samuel Seabury, and I present free thoughts on the proceedings of the Continental Congress. Heed not the rabble who scream revolution. They have not your interests at heart. Oh my God, tear the scoot apart. Chaos and bloodshed are not a solution. Don't let them lead you astray. This Congress does not speak for me. Let 'em be. They're playing a dangerous game. I pray the King shows you his mercy. For shame, for shame. Yeah, he'd have you unravel at the sound of screams of the revolution. They have not your interests at heart. So listen to you with a straight face. Chaos and bloodshed already not a solution. Even don't let them lead you astray. This Congress does not speak for me. Speaks more eloquently. They're playing a dangerous game. I fight instead of fleeing west. Yes? Sensei, you wanted to see me? Hamilton, come in. Have you met Burr? Yes, sir. We keep meeting. As I was saying, sir, I look forward to seeing your strategy play out. Burr, sir, close your door on the way out. Have I done something wrong, sir? On the contrary, I called you here because our odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you, but I have to laugh. Sir, Hamilton, how come no one can get you on their staff? Sir, don't get me wrong, you're a young man of great renown. I know you stole British cannons when we were still downtown. Nathaniel Greene and Henry Knox wanted to hire you to be the secretary. I don't think so. Now, why are you upset? I'm not. It's all right, you want to fight. You got a hunger. I was just like you when I was younger. Head full of fantasies of dying like a martyr. Yes, dying is easy, young man. Living is harder. Why are you telling me this? I'm being honest. Working with the third of what our Congress has promised. We are a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to lighten the load. So, I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, you are just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I am not throwing away my shot. Son, we are out guns, out men. I need all the help you can get. I have some friends. Lawrence, Mulligan, Marquita, Lafayette. Okay, what else? Outnumbered, outclassed. We'll need some spies on the inside. Some kingsmen who might let some things slide. I'll write to Congress and tell them we need supplies. We rally the guys, best of the elephant of surprise. Chick-a-boom, I'll rise above my station. Organize your information till we rise to the occasion of our new nation. Here comes the general. Rise up. What? Here comes the general. Rise up. What? Here comes the general. Rise up. What? Here comes the general. What? And his right-hand man. Boom. How does the bastard, orphan, son of a whore go on and on, grow into more of a phenomenon? Watch this obnoxious, arrogant, loud-mouthed father be seated at the right hand of the father. Washington hires Hamilton right on sight, but Hamilton still wants to fight, not right. Now Hamilton's skill with the quill is undeniable, but what do we have in common? We're reliable with the ladies. There are so many to deflower. Ladies, looks proximity to power. Ladies, they delighted and distracted him, but the Washington named her feral tomcat after him. That's true. 1780, a winter's ball, and the Schuyler Sisters are the envy of all. If you could marry a sister, you're rich, son. Is it a question of if, Burr, or which one? Hey, 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 will be worth it. I'll leave you to it. When we create a unwritten night, we down our gets better and create a the bride, to the bride, to the bride. hand instead of manning George's journal. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Now be sensible. From what I hear, you've made yourself indispensable. Well, I heard you got a special someone on the side, Burr. Is that so? What are you trying to hide, Burr? I should go. No, these guys should go. What? No! Leave us alone, then. It's alright, Burr. I wish I brought this girl with you tonight, Burr. You're very kind, but I'm afraid it's unlawful, sir. What do you mean? She's married. I see. She's married to a British officer. Oh, shit. Congrats again, Alexander. Smile more. I'll see you on the other side of the war. I will never understand you. If you love this woman, go get her. What are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side of the war. I'll see you on the other side of the war. Theodosia writes me a letter every day. I'm keeping the bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line, but he can't keep them up Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason, I'm by her side when so many have tried, and I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Grandfather was a fire and a brimstone preacher. But there are things that the homilies and hymns won't teach ya. My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. Snake died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason, I'm still alive, and everyone who loves me has died. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can control. Wait for it. I am inimitable. I am unoriginal. Wait for it. I'm not falling behind or running. Wait for it. I'm not standing still. I am lying in wait. Hamilton faces and airlifts up your climb. He has something to prove. He has nothing to lose. Hamilton's pieces relentless. He wastes no time. What is it like in his shoes? Hamilton doesn't hesitate. He exhibits no restraint. He takes and he takes and he takes, and he keeps winning anyway. He changes the game. He plays and he raises the stakes. And if there's a reason he seems to thrive when so few survive, then goddamn it, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Now he doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. We rise and we fall. If there's a reason I'm still alive, when so many have died, then I'm willing to wait for it. 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 I have never seen the general so despondent. I have taken over writing all his correspondence. Congress writes, George, attack the British forces. I shoot back, we have resorted to eating our horses. Local merchants deny us equipment, assistance. They only take British money, so sing a song at sixpence. The cavalry's not coming. But sir, Alex, listen. There's only one way for us to win this. Provoke outrage. Outright. That's right. Don't engage. Strike by night. Remain relentless till the troops take flight. Make it impossible able to justify the cost of the fight. Outrun, outrun, outlast, outlast. Hit 'em quick, get out fast. Stay alive until this horror show is past. We're gonna fly a lot of flags, half-mast. Raise a glass. I go back to New York in my apprenticeship. I ask for French aid. I pray that France has sent our sheep. I stay at work with Hamilton. We write essays against slavery. And every day's a test of our camaraderie and bravery. We cut supply lines. We steal contraband. We pick and choose our battles and places to take a stand. And every day, sir, entrust me with a command. And every day, no, he dismisses me out of hand. Instead of me, he promotes Charles Lee. Makes him second in command. I'm a general. Yeah, he's not the choice I would have gone with. He shoots the bed at the Battle of Monmouth. Everyone attack! Retreat! Attack! Retreat! What are you doing, Lee? Get back on your feet! But there's so many of you! I'm sorry, is this not your speed? Hamilton, ready, sir. Have Lafayette take the lead. Yes, sir. 1,000 soldiers die in 100-degree heat as we snatch your stalemates from the jaws of defeat. Charles Lee was left behind without a pot to piss in. He started saying this to anybody who would listen. Washington cannot be left alone to his devices. Indecisive from crisis to crisis. The best thing he can do for the revolution is turn and go black to patent tobacco without Vernon. Don't do a thing. History will prove him wrong. But sir, we have a war to fight. Let's move along. Strong words from Lee. Someone ought to hold him to it. I can't disobey direct orders. Then I'll do it. Alexander, you're the closest friend I got. Lawrence, do not throw away your shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 Duel Commandments. It's the 10 Duel Commandments. Number 1, the challenge demands satisfaction. If they apologize, no need for further action. Number 2, if they don't, grab a friend. That's your second, your lieutenant. When there's reckoning to be reckoned. Number 3, have your seconds meet face to face. Negotiate a peace. Negotiate a time and place. This is commonplace, especially between recruits. Most is here to stay and no one shoots. Number 4, if they don't reach a peace, that's alright. Time to get some pistols and a doctor on site. You pay him in advance. You treat him with civility. You have him turn around so he can have deniability. 5, duel before the sun is in the sky. Pick a place to lie where it's high and dry. Number 6, leave a note for your next of kin. Tell them where you've been. Pray that hell or heaven lets you in. 7, confess your sins. Ready for the moment of adrenaline. When you finally face your opponent. Number 8, your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight. Alexander. Aaron Burr. Sir, can we agree the duels are dumb and immature? Sure, but your man has to answer for his words, Burr. With his life? We both know that's absurd, sir. Hang on, how many men died because Lee was inexperienced and ruinous? Okay, so we're doing this. Number 9, look him in the eye, aim no higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, pieces, fire! Lee, do you yield? You shot him in the side, yes he yields. I'm satisfied, now we know how to clear the field. Go, we won, here comes the general. This should be fun, what is the meaning of this? Mr. Burr, get a medic for the general. Yes, sir. Lee, you will never agree with me. But believe me, these young men don't speak for me. Thank you for your service, let's ride. Hamilton, sir, meet me inside. Meet him inside, meet him inside. Meet him inside, meet him inside. Son, don't call me son. This war is hard enough without infighting. Lee called you out. We called his bluff. You solved nothing. You aggravate our allies to the south. You're absolutely right. John should have shot him in the mouth. That would have shut him up. Son, I'm not your son. Watch your tone. I am not a maiden in need of defending. I am Lee. Thomas Conway. These men take your name and they rake it through the mud. My name stands through a lot. I can take it. I don't have your name. I don't have your titles. I don't have your land. But if you know, if you gave me a command of a battalion, a group of men to lead, I could fly above my station after the war. Or you could die, and we need you alive. I'm more than willing to die. Your wife needs you alive. Son, I need you alive. Son, one more time. Go home, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. Sir, go home. told me I'm not sorry. No, you'd fight until the war was not done, but you deserve a chance to meet your son. Look around and how lucky we are to be alive right now. Would you relish being a poor man's wife, unable to provide for your life? I relish being your wife. Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough. And if this child shares a fraction of your smile, or a fraction of your mind, look out, world, that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges you're facing, the words you keep erasing or creating in your mind. But I'm not afraid. I know who I'm marrying, so long as you come home at the end of the day. That would be enough. We don't need a legacy. We don't need money. If I could grant you peace of mind, if you could let me inside your heart, let me be a part of the narrative, the story they will write someday. This moment be the first chapter when you decide to stay. And I could be enough. We could be enough. That would be How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire, leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we had a secret weapon, an immigrant you know and love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman, Lafayette! Taking this horse by the reins, making red coats sweater with bloodstains, Lafayette! And I'm never gonna stop until I make him drop and burn him up and scatter their remains, Lafayette! Watch me engaging them, escaping them and raging them, Lafayette! The frost for more fun, Lafayette! Come back with more guns and ships, and so the balance shifts. We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gift. We can end this war in Yorktown, cut them off at sea. But for this to succeed, there is someone else we need. I know, Hamilton. Sure he knows what to do in a trench, ingenuitive and fluent in French. I mean, Hamilton. Sure you're gonna have to use him eventually. What's he gonna do on the bench? I mean, Hamilton. No one has more resilience who matches my practical tactical brilliance. Hamilton. You wanna fight for your land back? Hamilton. I need my right hand man back. Hamilton. Get your right hand man back. Hamilton. Get your right hand man back. Hamilton. Put some thought into the letter of the sooner the better. Get your right hand man back. Alexander Hamilton. Troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, I have soldiers that'll deal for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender by early light. The world will never be the same, I was younger than you are now. When I was given my first command, I led my men straight into a massacre. I witnessed their deaths firsthand. I made every mistake and felt the shame rise in me. And even now I lie awake, knowing history tend to our wounded, we count our dead. Black and white soldiers wonder alike if this really means freedom. Not yet. We negotiate the terms of surrender. I see George Washington smile. We escort the men out of Yorktown. They stagger home single file. Tens of thousands of people flood the street. There are screams and church bells ringing. And as our fallen foes retreat, I hear the triumphant song they're singing. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down. What do you need? Burr, you're a better lawyer than me. Okay. I know I talk too much. I'm abrasive. You're incredible in court. You're succinct, persuasive. My client needs a strong defense. You're the solution. The new U.S. Constitution? No. Hear me out. No way. A series of essays anonymously published defending the document to the public. No one will read it. I disagree. And if it fails, that's why we need it. The Constitution's a mess. So it needs amendments. It's full of contradictions. So is independence. We have to start somewhere. No way. You're making a mistake. Good night. Hey, what are you waiting for? What do you stall for? What? We won the war. What was it all for? Do you support this Constitution? Of course. Then defend it. And what if you're backing the wrong horse? We studied and we fought and we killed for the notion of a nation we now get to build. For once in your life, take a stand with pride. I don't understand how you stand to the side. I'll keep all my plans close to my chest. Wait for it, I'll wait here and see which way the wind will blow. I'm taking my time, watching the afterbirth of our nation, watching the tension grow. I am sailing off to London. I am accompanied by someone who always pays. I have found a wealthy husband who will keep me in comfort for all my days. He is not a lot of fun, but there's no one who can match you. Return of praise, my Alexander. Angelica, don't forget to look at where we are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough. And if your wife could share a fraction of your time, if I could grant you peace of mind, would that be enough? Alexander joins forces with James Madison and John Jay to write a series of essays defending the new United States Constitution entitled the Federalist Papers. The plan was to write a total of 25 essays, the work divided evenly among the three men. In the end, they wrote 85 essays in the span of 6 months. John Jay got sick after writing 5. James Madison wrote 29. Hamilton wrote the other 51. How do you write like you're running out of time? Write day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. Are you running out of time? How do you write like tomorrow won't arrive? How do you write like you need it to survive? How do you write every second you're alive? Every second you're alive. Every second you're alive. They are asking me to read. I am doing the best I can to get the people that I need. I'm asking you to be my right hand. Treasury or state? I know it's a lot to ask. Treasury or state? Behind the world, you know. Do you want me to run the Treasury or State Department? Treasury. Let's go. Alexander, I have to leave. Alexander, look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. How could they are asking me to leave? Look around, isn't this enough? He will never be satisfied. He will never be Seventeen. 1789. How does a bastard, orphan, immigrant, and decorated war vet unite the colonies through more debt? Fight the other founding fathers till he has to forfeit. Have it all, lose it all, you ready for more yet? Treasury Secretary, Washington's the president. Every American experimenter sets a precedent. Not so fast, someone came along to resist him. Pissed him off until we had a two-party system. You haven't met him yet, you haven't had the chance. Cause he's been kicking ass as the ambassador to France. But somebody to keep the American promise. You simply must meet Thomas. Thomas? Thomas Jefferson's coming home. 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 He's been off in Paris for so long. around, bend over. I'll show you where my shoe fits. Excuse me. Madison, Jefferson, take a walk. Hamilton, take a walk. We'll reconvene after a brief recess. Hamilton, sir, a word. You don't have the vote. You don't have the vote. You're gonna need congressional approval and you don't have the vote. Such a blunder. Sometimes it makes me wonder why I even bring the thunder. Why he even brings the thunder. You wanna pull yourself together? I'm sorry, these Virginians are birds of a feather. Young man, I'm from Virginia, so watch your mouth. So we let Congress get held hostage by the South? You need the vote. No, we need bold strokes. We need this plan. No, you need to convince more folks. James Madison won't talk to me. That's a non-starter. Winning was easy, young man. Governing's harder. You're being intransigent. You have to find a compromise. They don't have a plan. They just hate mine. Convince them otherwise. What happens if I don't get congressional approval? I imagine the call for your removal. Sir, figure it out, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. Good. My dearest Angelica, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. I trust you'll understand the reference to another Scottish tragedy without my having to name the play. They think me Macbeth. Ambition is my folly. I'm a polymath, a pain in the ass, a massive pain. Madison is Banquo, Jefferson's Macduff, and Burnham Wood is Congress on its way to do some name. And there you are, an ocean away. Do you have to live an ocean away? Thoughts of you subsiding, then I get another letter. I cannot put the notion away. Take a break. I am on my way. There's a little surprise before supper and it cannot wait. I'll be there in just a minute. Save my plate. Alexander. Okay. Your son is 9 years old today. He has something he'd like to say. He's been practicing all day. Philip, take it away. Daddy, look. My name is Philip. I am a poet. I wrote this poem just to show it. And I just turned 9. You can write rhymes, but you can't write mine. I practice French and play piano with my mother. I have a sister, but I want a little brother. Okay. My daddy's trying to start America's bank. And it's what catch your bravo. Take a break. Hey, our kid is pretty great. Run away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate. Besides, I got so much on my plate. We can all go stay with my father. There's a lake guy. I know. In nearby Iowa. You and I can go in the mountains. I will try to get away. My dearest Alexander, you must get through to Jefferson. Sit down with him and compromise. Don't stop till you agree. Your favorite older sister, Angelica, reminds you there's someone in your corner all the way across the sea. In a letter I received from you 2 weeks ago, notice a comma in the middle of a phrase. It changed the meaning. Did you intend this? One stroke and you consumed my waking days. It says, my dearest Angelica. With a comma after dearest, you've written my dearest Angelica. I'm coming home this summer at my sister's invitation. I'll be there with your family if you make your way at sea. I know you're very busy, I know your work's important, but I'm crossing the ocean and I just can't wait. You will be an ocean away, you will only be a moment away. Alexander, come downstairs, Angelica's arriving today. Angelica! The Schuyler Sisters. Alexander! Hi. It's good to see your face. Angelica, tell this man John Adams spends the summer with his family. Angelica, tell my wife John Adams doesn't have a real job anyway. You're not joining us, wait. I'm afraid I cannot join you upstate. Alexander came all this way. She came all this way. Take a break. No, I have to get my plans to Congress. Congress. There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone under stress meets someone looking pretty. There's trouble in the air, you can smell it. And Alexander's by himself. I'll let him tell it. I hadn't slept in a week, I was weak, I was awake. You never seen a bastard orphan more in need of a break. Longing for Angelica, missing my wife. That's when Miss Mariah Reynolds walks into my life. She said, I know you are a man of honor. I'm so sorry to bother you at home, but I don't know where to go. And I came here all alone. She said, my husband's doing me wrong. Beat me, cheat me, mistreat me. Suddenly he's up and gone. I don't have the means to go on. So I offered her a loan. I offered to walk her home. She said, you're too kind, sir. I gave her $30 that I had socked away. She lived a block away. She said, this one's mine, sir. Then I said, well, I should head back home. She turned red. She led me to her bed, let her legs spread and said, stay. Hey, hey. That's when I began to pray, Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. But my God, she looks so helpless. And her body screaming, hell yes. Show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. In my mind, I'm trying to go. Then her mouth is on mine. I do not say no. No. Say no to this. 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 I wish I could say that was the last time. I said that last time. It became a pastime. A month into this endeavor, I received a letter from a Mr. James Reynolds. Even better, it said,
Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me, down on their luck, you see. That was my wife who you decided to. Uh-oh, you made the wrong sucker a cuckold, so time to pay the piper for the pants you unbuckle. And hey, you can keep seeing my whore wife if the price is right. If not, I'm telling your wife.
I hid the letter in my waist to her place. Screamed, how could you in her face? She said, no, sir. Half-dressed, apologetic, a mess. She looked pathetic. She cried, please don't go, sir. So what's your whole story? You said, I don't know about any letter. Stop crying, goddammit, get out. I didn't know any better. I am ruined. Please don't leave me. I am helpless. How could I do this? Just give him what he wants and you can have me. I don't want you. What I mean, I don't want you. You can stay. Show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. 'Cause the situation's helpless. Helpless. Everybody's screaming hell yes. Show me how to say no to this. How can I say no to this? There is nowhere I can go. When the body's on mine, I do not say no. Yes. Say no to this. No. Say no to this. I don't say no to this. There is nowhere I can go. So? Nobody needs to know. Mr. Secretary. Mr. Burr. Sir, did you hear the news about good old General Mercer? No. You know Claremont Street, yeah? We renamed it after him. The Mercer legacy is secure. Sure. And all we had to do was die. That's a lot less work. We ought to give it a try. Now how are you gonna get your debt plan through? I guess I'm gonna finally have to listen to you. Really? Talk less. Smile more. Do whatever it takes to get my plan on the Congress. dinner. Two Virginians and an immigrant walk into a room diametrically opposed foes. They emerge with the compromise, having doors that were previously closed. Bros. The immigrant emerges with unprecedented financial power, a system he can shape however he wants. The Virginians emerge with the nation's capital. And here's the pièce de résistance. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade, how the sausage gets made. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens. Thomas Crane. Alexander was on Washington's doorstep one day in distress and disarray. Thomas Crane. Alexander said, I know where else to turn, and basically begged me to join the fray. Thomas Crane. I approached Madison and said, I know you hate him, but let's hear what he has to say. Thomas Crane. Well, I arranged the meeting. I arranged the menu, the venue, the seating. But no one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the party gets to yes, the pieces that are sacrificed in every game of chess. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens. Meanwhile, Madison is grappling with the fact that not every issue Hamilton. Daddy's calling. It must be nice to have a Washington on your side. It must be nice to have a Washington on your side. Every action has its equal opposite reaction. Thanks to Hamilton, our cabinet's fractured into factions. Try not to crack under the stress, we're breaking down like fractions. We smack each other in the press and we don't print retractions. I get no satisfaction witnessing his hits of passion. The way he primps and preens and dresses like the pits of fashion. Our poorest citizens, our farmers, live ration to ration as Wall Street robs them blind in search of chips to cash in. This prick is asking for someone to bring him to task. Somebody give me some dirt on this vacuous mass so we can blast unmask him. I'll pull the trigger on him. Someone load the gun and cock it. Well, we were all watching. He got Washington in his pocket. It must be nice to have a Washington on your side. It must be nice to have a Washington on your side. Look back at the Bill of Rights, which I wrote. The ink hasn't dried. It must be nice to have Washington on your side. So he's doubled the size of the government. Wasn't in trouble with much of our previous government size. Look in his eyes, see how he lies. Follow the sense of his enterprise. Centralizing national credit and making American credit competitive. If we don't stop it, we aid and abet it. I have to resign. Somebody has to stand up for the South. Somebody has to stand up to his mouth. If there's a fire you're trying to douse, you can't put it out from inside the house. I'm in the cabinet. I am complicit in watching him grabbing the power and kiss it. If Washington isn't gonna listen to disciplined dissidents, this is the difference. This kid is out. Oh, this immigrant isn't somebody we chose. Oh, this immigrant's keeping us all on our toes. Oh, let's show these federalists who they're up against. Oh, Southern motherfucking Democratic Republicans. Oh, let's follow the money and see where it goes. Oh, because every second the treasury grows. Oh, if we follow the money and see where it leads, get in the weeds, look for the seeds of Hamilton's misdeeds. It must be nice. Follow the money and see where it goes. It must be nice. The emperor has no clothes. We won't be invisible. We won't be denied. Still, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. Mr. President, you asked to see me? I know you're busy. What do you need, sir? Sir? I want to give you a word of warning. Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started it. Thomas Jefferson resigned this morning. You're kidding. I need a favor. Whatever you say, sir, Jefferson will pay for his behavior. Talk less. I'll use the press. I'll write under a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him. I need you to draft an address. Yes, he resigned. He can finally speak your mind. He's stepping down so he can run for president. Good luck defeating you, sir. I'm stepping down. I'm not running for president. I'm sorry, what? One last time. Relax, have a drink. will say you're weak, no, they will see we're strong. Your position is so unique, so I'll use it to move them along. Why do you have to say goodbye? If I say goodbye, the nation learns to move on. It outlives me when I'm gone. Like the scripture says, everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. They'll be safe in the nation we've made. I wanna sit under my own vine and fig tree, a moment alone in the shade, at home in the nation we've made. One last time, one last time. Though in reviewing the incidents of my administration, I am unconscious of intentional error, I am nevertheless too sensible of my defects not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. I shall also carry with me the hope that my country will view them with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life dedicated to its service with an upright zeal, the faults of incompetent abilities will be consigned to oblivion, as I myself must soon be to the dimensions of rest. I anticipate with pleasing expectation that retreat in which I promise myself to realize the sweet enjoyment of partaking in the midst of my fellow citizens, the benign influence of good laws under a free government, the ever favorite object of my heart, and a happy reward as I trust in our mutual cares, labors, and dangers. One last time. George Washington's going home. Teach them how to say goodbye. George Washington's going home. George Washington's going home. George Washington's going home. History has its own George Washington's going home. We're gonna teach them how to say goodbye, how to say goodbye, how to say goodbye, say goodbye, last They say George Washington's yielding his power and stepping away. That true? I wasn't aware that was something a person could do. I'm perplexed. Are they gonna keep on replacing whoever's in charge? If so, who's next? There's nobody else in their country who looms quite as large. John Adams. I know him. That can't be. That's that little guy who spoke to me all those years ago. What was it, 85? That's poor man, they're going to eat him alive. Oceans rise, empires fall. Next to Washington, they all look small. All alone, watch them run. They will tear each other into pieces. Jesus Christ, the children run. President John Adams. Good luck. How does Hamilton, the short-tempered protean creator of the Coast Guard, founder of the New York Post, ardently abuse his cabinet post, destroy his reputation? Welcome, folks, to the Adams administration. Jefferson's the runner-up, which makes him the vice president. Washington can't help you now, no more Mr. Nice President. That inspires Hamilton, privately calls him Creole bastard in his taunt. Say what? Hamilton publishes his response. Sit down, John, you fat mother... Hamilton is out of control. This is great. He's out of power, he holds no office, and he just destroyed President John Adams, the only other significant member of his party. Hamilton is a host unto himself. As long as he can hold a pen, he's a threat. Let's let him know what we know. Mr. Vice President. Mr. Madison. Senator Burr. What is this? We have the check stubs from separate accounts. Almost $1,000 paid in different amounts to a Mr. James Reynolds way back in 1791. Is that what you have? Are you done? Are you legally situated by virtue of your position? No, virtue is not a word I would use for the situation. The financial gain stray from your sacred mission, and the evidence suggests you engaged in speculation. And immigrants embezzling our government funds. I can almost see the headline, your career is done. I hope you save some money for your daughter and son. Your best one, run back where you come from. Ha! You don't even know what you're asking me to confess. You have nothing, I don't have to tell you anything at all. Unless, if I could prove that I never broke the law, do you promise not to tell another soul what you saw? No one else was in the room where it happened. Is that a yes? Yes. Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me down on their luck. You see, that was my wife. You decided to... What? She courted me, escorted me to bed, and when she had me in a corner, that's when Reynolds extorted me for a sordid fee. I paid him quarterly. I may have mortally wounded my prospects, but my papers are orderly. As you can see, I kept a record of every check in my checkered history. Check it again against your list and see consistency. I never spent a cent that wasn't mine. You sent a dog after my scent, that's fine. Yes, I have reasons for shame, but I have not committed treason and sullied my good name. As you can see, I have done nothing to provoke legal action. Are my answers to your satisfaction? My God. Gentlemen, let's go. So, the people won't know what we know. Burr, how do I know you won't use this against me the next time we go toe-to-toe? Alexander, rumors only grow, and we both know what we know. No. In the eye of a hurricane, there is quiet for just a moment. A yellow sky. When I was 17, a hurricane destroyed my town. I didn't drown. I couldn't seem to die. I wrote my way out. Wrote everything down far as I could see. I wrote my way out. I looked up and the town had its eyes on me. They passed a plate around, and total strangers moved to kindness by my story. Raised enough of me to put passage on a ship that was New York bound. I wrote my way out of hell. I wrote my way to revolution. I was louder than the crack in the bell. I wrote Eliza love letters until she fell. I wrote about the Constitution and defended it well. And in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems into existence. And when my prayers to God were met with indifference, I picked up a pen. I wrote my own deliverance. In the eye of a hurricane, there is quiet for just a moment. A yellow sky. I was 12 when my mother died. She was holding me. She was sick and she was holding me. I couldn't seem to die. Read for it. I'll write my way out. Read for it. to the whole affair. But what if he decides to shoot? Then I'm a goner. No, he'll follow suit if he's truly a man of honor. To take someone's life, that is something you can't shake. Philip, your mother can't take another heartbreak. Father, promise me, you don't want this young man's blood on your conscience. Okay, I promise, come back home when you die. Take my nuns, be smart, make me proud, son. My name is Philip, I am a poet. And I'm a little nervous, but I can't show it. I'm sorry, I'm a Hamilton with pride. You talk about my father, I cannot let it slide. Mr. Eager, how was the rest of your show? I'd rather skip the pleasantries, let's go. Grab your pistol, confer with your men. The duel will commence after we count to 10. Count to 10. Look them in the eye, aim no higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then slowly and clearly aim your gun toward the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's my son? Mr. Hamilton, come in. They brought him in half an hour ago. He lost a lot of blood. Yes, but you have to understand. The bullet entered just above his hip and lodged in his right arm. Please. I'm doing everything I can, but the wound was already infected when he arrived. Philip. Pa. I did exactly as you said, Pa. I held my head up high. I know. You did everything just right. Even before we got to 10, I was aiming for the sky. I know. I was aiming for the sky. I know. Save your strength and stay I'm so sorry for forgetting what you taught me, son. We played piano. I taught you piano. You would put your hands on mine. You changed the melody every time. I would always change the line. I would always change the line. I know. And that's what cat thinks is that cat snuffs. He said we know. Good. And that's what cat thinks is that we know. There are moments that the words don't reach. There is suffering too terrible to name. You hold your child as tight as you can and push away the unimaginable. The moments that you're in so deep, it feels easier to just swim down. The Hamiltons move uptown and learn to live with the unimaginable. Hours in the garden, I walk alone to the store. It's quiet uptown. I never liked the quiet before. I take the children to church on Sunday. The sign of the cross at the door. And I pray. That never used to happen before. If you see him in the street, walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity. Philip, you would like it uptown. It's quiet uptown. He is working for the unimaginable. His hair is gone gray. He passes every day. They say he walks the length of the city. You knock me out, I fall apart. Can you imagine? Look at where we are. Look at where we started. I know I don't deserve you, Eliza. But hear me out, that would be enough. If I could spare his life, if I could trade his life for mine, he'd be standing here right now, and you would smile, and that would be enough. forgiveness. Can you imagine forgiveness? Can you imagine if you see him in the street, walking by your side, talking by your side, have pity. They are going for the The election of 1800. Can we get back to politics? Please, yeah. Every action has an equal opposite reaction. John Adams shot to bed. I love the guy, but he's in traction. Poor Alexander Hamilton, he is missing in action. So now I'm facing Aaron Burr with his own faction. He's very attractive in the North. New Yorkers like his chances. He's not very forthcoming on any particular stances. Ask him a question, it glances off. He dances. And they say I'm a Francophile. At least they know I know where France is. Thomas, that's the problem. See, they see Burr as a less extreme you. You need to change course. A key endorsement might redeem you. Who did you have in mind? Don't laugh. Who is it? You used to work on the same staff. What? It might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. It might be nice. It might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. Or caress Burr, smile more Burr. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. Burr, shake hands with him. Burr, charm her. Burr, it's 1800. Ladies, tell your husbands vote for Burr. I don't like Adams. Well, he's gonna lose. That's just defeatist. And Jefferson in love with France. Yeah, he's so elitist. I like that Aaron Burr. I can't believe we're here with him. He seems approachable, like you could grab a beer with him. Dear Mr. Hamilton, your fellow Federalists would like to know how you'll be voting. It's quiet up, dear Mr. Hamilton. John Adams doesn't stand a chance, so who are you promoting? It's quiet uptown or Burr. We know it's lose-lose. Jefferson or Burr. But if you had to choose, Jefferson or Burr. John Adams doesn't stand a chance, so who are you promoting? But if you had to choose, well, if it isn't Aaron Burr, Sir Alexander, you created quite a stir, sir. I'm going door to door. You're openly campaigning. Sure, that's new. Honestly, it's kind of draining. Burr, sir, is there anything you wouldn't do? No, I'm chasing what I want, and you know what? What? I learned that from you. If you had to choose, it's a tie. If you had to choose, it's up to the delegates. If you had to choose, it's up to Hamilton. If you had to choose, Jefferson or Burr. If you had to choose, go. Oh, the people are asking to hear my voice. Oh, for the country is facing a difficult choice. Oh, and if you were to ask me who I'd promote, oh, Jefferson has my vote. Oh, I have never agreed with Jefferson once. Oh, we have fought on like 75 different fronts. Oh, but when all is said and all is done, Jefferson has beliefs, Burr has none. Ooh, well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned. Hamilton's on your side. Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned. And you won in the landslide. Congrats on a race well run. I did give you a fight. I look forward to our partnership. Partnership as your vice president. Yeah, right. You hear this guy? Man openly campaigns against me talking about I look forward to our partnership. It's crazy that the guy who comes in second gets to be vice president. Oh, you know what? We can change that. You know why? Why? Because I'm the president. Burr, when you see Hamilton, thank him for the endorsement. How does Hamilton, an arrogant immigrant, orphan, bastard, poor son, somehow endorse Thomas Jefferson, his enemy, a man he's despised since the beginning, just to keep me from winning. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. You catch me from the room where it happens for the last time. Dear Alexander, I am slow to anger, but I toe the line as I reckon with the effects of your life on mine. I look back on where I failed, and in every place I checked, the only common thread has been your disrespect. Now you call me immoral, a dangerous disgrace. If you got something to say, name the time and place, face to face. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Burr. Mr. Vice President, I am not the reason no one trusts you. No one knows what you believe. I will not equivocate on my opinion. I have always worn it on my sleeve. Even if I said what you think I said, you would need to cite a more specific grievance. Here's an itemized list of 30 years of disagreement. Sweet Jesus. Hey, I have not been shy. I am just a guy in the public eye trying to do the best for the Republic. I don't want to fight, but I won't apologize for doing what's right. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Ham. Careful how you proceed, good man. Intemperate indeed, good man. Answer for the accusations I lay at your feet, or prepare to bleed, good man. Your grievance is legitimate. I stand by what I said, every bit of it. You stand only for yourself, it's what you do. I can't apologize because it's true. Stand, Alexander. Weehawken, dawn. Guns drawn. You're on. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Ham. A. Burr. 'Alexander, come back to sleep. I have an early meeting out of town. It's still dark outside. I know. I just need to write something down. My dear eyes, like you're running out of time. Come back to bed. That would be enough. I'll be back before you know I'm gone. Come back to sleep. This meeting's at dawn. Well, I'm going back to sleep. Hey. Best of wives and best of women. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 things you need to know. Number 1, we rode across the Hudson at dawn. My friend William P. Van Ness signed on as my number 2. Hamilton arrived with his crew, Nathaniel Pendleton and the doctor that he knew. Number 3, I watched Hamilton examine the terrain. I wish I could tell you what was happening in his brain. This man has poisoned my political pursuits. Number 4, Hamilton drew first position, looking to the world like a man on the mission. This is a soldier with a marksman's ability. The doctor turned around so he could have deniability. 5, now I didn't know this at the time, but we were near the same spot. Your son died, is that why? He examined his gun with such rigor. I watched as he methodically fiddled with the trigger. 7, confession time, here's what I got. My fellow soldiers will tell you I'm a terrible shot. Number 8, the last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight. They won't teach you this in your classes, but look it up. Hamilton was wearing his glasses. Why? If not to take deadly aim, it's him or me. The world will never be the same. I had only one thought before the slaughter. This man will not make an orphan of my daughter. Number 9, look them in the eye, aim no higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, pieces fire. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this what gets me? On my feet, several feet ahead of me. I see it coming. Do I run or fire my gun or let it be? my legacy. Legacy! What is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. I wrote some notes at the beginning of a song someone will sing for me. America, you great unfinished symphony, you sent for me. You let me make a difference. A place where even orphan immigrants can leave their fingerprints and rise up. I'm running out of time, I'm running in my times. Up, wise, up, eyes, up. I catch a glimpse of the other side. Lawrence leads a soldier's chorus on the other side. My son is on the other side. He's with my mother on the other side. Washington is watching from the other side. Teach me how to say goodbye. Rise up, rise up, rise up, Eliza. My love, take your time. I'll see you on the other side. Raise a glass to freedom. He aims his pistol at the sky. Wait! I strike him right between his ribs. I walk toward him, but I am ushered away. They roll him back across the Hudson. I get a drink. I hear wailing in the streets. Somebody tells me you'd better hide. They say Angelica and Eliza were both at his side when he died. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and history obliterates. In every picture it paints me in all my mistakes. When Alexander aimed at the sky, he might have been the first one to die, but I'm the one who paid for it. I survived, but I paid for it. Now I'm the villain in your history. I was too young and blind to see. I should have known. I should have known the world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me. The world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me. Let me tell you what I'd wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? President Jefferson, I'll give him this. His financial system is a work of genius. I couldn't undo it if I tried. And I tried. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? President Madison, he took our country from bankruptcy to prosperity. I hate to admit it, but he doesn't get enough credit for the credit he gave us. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Every other founding father's story gets told. Every other founding father gets to grow old. But when you're done, who remembers your name? Who keeps your flame? Who tells your story? Who tells your story? Who tells your story? I put myself back in the narrative. Eliza! to see them